Exciting to listen to some of the founders today talk about the innovations that they're building out and the startups that you guys have in flight for life sciences. I work with some of these every day with the customers that I cover in the enterprise space. Our mission at Microsoft aligns really well to the work that you guys are doing. Our mission, if you're not familiar with it, is to empower every person, every individual, and every organization on the planet to achieve more. And who better to achieve more than our founders, our startups, especially in the life sciences and health space. So really excited to continue to work with you guys. I'd like to start with just a quick story about one of our founders that we work with. I'm going to introduce you to some benefits that are available to you guys as founders, as startups, through Microsoft at no commitment to you other than to leverage our platform when you build those solutions. But I'll start with a story about a couple that I worked with at one of the customers that I cover, Mike and Donna Conroy. I met Donna probably 4 years ago when she was working with a customer. We shared a customer. And her background was, she started in the industry as a microbiologist, ended up at a major pharma, ended up on the consumer side and built a passion around what she calls development velocity and building out the speed, which we talked about multiple times today, of bringing drugs from phase 2 to commercialization. Just lots of roadblocks, lots of bottlenecks in that process. And she built a passion and expertise around finding those, unblocking them, streamlining the process. She became an independent consultant when she started, 20 years ago, I think at this point, when she first left her big pharma company, and helped to bring that expertise to other pharmas to try to widen the aperture of the impact that she could have. And after doing that independent consulting for a number of years, was starting to look at other ways that she could use technology and artificial intelligence to help broaden that impact even further. Her husband, Mike, actually worked in the tech industry, had a background in application development, artificial intelligence, and data, and they worked together to start to build out a solution. And we're able to leverage some of the benefits that I'm going to talk with you about today to build that solution. And I think yesterday you were introduced to the Merck Digital Sciences Studio. After the work that they had done, the solution they had built, they became one of the first cohort of that group of startups, which is Merck's Startup Incubator. So our Founders Hub is an online platform that grows with you. You simply go out, if you do a search on Microsoft Founders Hub, Microsoft for Startups, anything, we're going to be the first hit. Even if you don't use our search engine, that'll be the first hit, I promise. It's an online platform that grows with you, allows you up to 150,000 in free Azure credits. For those of you that aren't familiar with Azure, it's our application data and AI platform to build your own solutions on top of. It also gives you free access to powerful tools, productivity tools to help you run your business. So we got a suite of tools to help you build your solution, and also a suite of tools to help you run your business with communications, collaboration, Teams, email, Dynamics, which is our CRM package and customer service package, all that stuff included for you guys for free, just for leveraging our platform as you build out your solutions. We also offer startup offers with partners. I got a slide on that I'll talk to. And finally, mentorship and guidance from some of our technical specialists. So when you get stuck on a new tech or something that you haven't used before on our platform, we can get live bodies on the phone with you, on Teams, chats, to talk through how you can unblock yourself on that particular piece of technology. I talked a little bit about building at your own pace. It isn't just, you give us a call and we write you a check or we write you a 150,000 Azure credit. We do have some gating along this process, but it's really, it's not difficult, right? If you have an idea, you're on the program. That's the first gate. That gets you access to $1,000 in Azure credits and all the collaborative and sales tools that I mentioned earlier. I think the next gate is a business plan, brings you up to 5,000. A minimum viable product brings you up to 25. And then as you look to scale that out to broaden the customer base, we got an additional wicket to get you up to 150K in Azure credits. which goes farther than you might think. A lot of the application services in particular that are available in the cloud, if you guys have done cloud development in the past, they are not expensive to use for the most part. And there's free tiers of almost all of them, so it takes a while to burn that down. Building on your terms, I talked about the product capabilities and the services that you have available to you to run your business and build your product. And startup friendly offers. So you may not have heard of all these guys. I'm sure there's one of them up there that you've heard of before, of the ChatGPT fame. But in addition to the services that we provide and the credits that we provide, we've got partnerships with other software and cloud providers that also provide free services and free services for you to consume. Another benefit I didn't call out specifically on a slide, when you release your product, you have immediate access to our Azure Marketplace. So that means you can deploy that product out to a public market that not only gives you visibility, but gives your customers the ability to purchase through that Azure Marketplace. And for any of you that have tried selling into big pharma, it's a big lift just to get past procurement, right? You get your buyer, you get your person that's excited about your product, and now you've got a whole nother lift to go get on to be a preferred supplier. That can be months of delay when as a startup you don't have months to wait, right? You're looking for the next customer, looking for the next paycheck. So we can help accelerate that with our Azure Marketplace. With our customers that are already using Azure, they can purchase your product through the marketplace, essentially on our paper, and it gets passed, the revenue gets passed directly to you. Another benefit that's related to that is our sales teams are compensated on what we call IP co-sell, and that's helping a partner that has an Azure-based solution to sell that solution into their customers. So there's a compensation model for our sales team to help you sell your product. So we're not experts, right? And we won't be able to sell your product in that way, but we can help potentially open doors. A place that I think we're often really helpful. We usually have pretty close relationships with the IT team. When you get into the do loop of, I need to get this thing certified through security and enterprise architecture and all that stuff, that's a place that our sales teams can really help. Finally, expert guidance, technical advisors, one-on-one technical advisory sessions, and 24/7 support on our platform, events and trainings, and mentors to help get you through the program. So I've talked to a few of you on breaks, and I know some of you folks are in this program already. I hope it's been a good experience for you, and I hope there are a few of you that hadn't heard of this before and would like to go check it out. And I know we were behind before I even started, so if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'll turn it back over to Dr. Lazar to close us out. All right, thank you guys.